Hey guys, how's it going? JD here. It is June 30th, 2023. Time to clock in. Find us a price action setup. So today I was going to just touch bases on something because I get a lot of comments, about indicators, and sometimes people ask me why I don't use indicators, and other times people are saying that they like that I don't use it because it makes everything simpler and cleaner on a chart. And so I just want to tell you my indicator story. Everybody has their own opinions about it and beliefs. So I'm just going to share my story, my belief, my opinion. Nothing is set in stone. But I was in this school for traders. It's called I Am Academy. You've probably heard of it before. I was in a training session, 2 good traders, 6-figure earners. Now, they trade Fibonacci. They got a Fibonacci strategy. And in this class, they were just discussing why they don't like indicators and why they don't use indicators. And I was in the class thinking like, yeah, I don't use indicators either. And this was their thought. I'm just sharing their thought. We finna go deep into the conspiracy bag here, but their thought was that, when you think about it, everybody comes into the industry and learns the very same thing. When you come in to start trading, you learn, you pick up some books, from the top authors, from the bundle of authors that we have. And they're going to teach you support. They're going to teach you support. They're going to teach you resistance. And for the most part, they're going to teach you to take breakout trades. Every strategy at the end of it is all about taking breakouts, which is why we don't teach breakouts. We teach breakout pullbacks, which is very different from just breakouts. So if you've been taught breakouts and you're wondering why you're losing, it's because you're using a losing strategy. Breakouts typically fail. So that's why we do range phase and take advantage of that. But typically you're going to be taught to do breakouts, all right? You're going to be taught support, resistance. Everybody's getting the same information. Have you ever considered the same people who's teaching you about support and resistance, who's teaching you to take breakouts, are also the same people who created indicators to back up that strategy or to go along with it? So just consider for a second that the same people who taught you how to trade, right, or said this is the way to trade by taking breakouts, could also be the same people who created the indicators to tell you when to go, right? And just consider that those same people could actually be your enemy. Could actually be the powers that be. And because they've taught everybody about support and resistance, they've taught everybody about taking breakouts, they know exactly where you're gonna be putting your stops every time you take a trade, and they run your stops, knock you out, and then go in the direction you thought. Just consider that. Just consider that could be a possibility. Not to mention that most indicators, they lag. So okay, well, I'm gonna get to that. So I just want you to consider that. Just consider the fact that, I'm not gonna call it a fact, just consider the possibility that everything you've learned, been taught, everybody else has been taught, and it's all coming from the same source. And that same source has also created indicators to back up the ideology that they created. And then that same source is on the other side of your trade. You don't know it. So you're doing everything you've been taught, using all the indicators they tell you to use, and your enemy is sitting there waiting, knowing everything you're doing, knowing exactly where you're gonna put your stops because they taught you to put them there. Then they run your stops, and hey, it's possible. I'm just saying, it's just something to think about. Now, here's the reason why I don't like indicators. That was just a story from being in trade school, and it made sense to me. The reason I don't like indicators is that I read this book also. Very, very, very popular author. He was supposed to be the man in trading at the time. I read the book. Man, he had me putting on like 7 indicators. I had like 7 indicators going. It was so much stuff, but I just knew like, all right, yeah, when everything lines up, this is going to be a win for sure. I just knew that was going to be the case. And it wasn't. I was losing. Then he had a site. And so then he had created this proprietary indicator, which was nothing but all the other indicators bundled up into one. He just had a programmer bundle everything he was putting in the book into one indicator. So I can't remember if I bought that or not. I don't want to lie. I don't remember if I bought that first indicator, but I definitely remember he had came out with a second version of it. And I was like, okay, so maybe if I grab that second version, that'll make the difference and I'll start winning, you know? And I was about to pull the trigger. And I just was like, let me do some review. Let me do some reading. And I did some reviews on it over and over again. People were saying this indicator is the same indicator as the last one. He changed a few tweaks with some numbers to make it different, but it's basically the same. And you basically can put this same indicator together yourself by just keeping the 6 or 7, you know, that you got lined up. All he did was put it into one, packaged it up, resold it, did it, and then did it again, resold it again. So I mean, you know, hey, look, that's my story on indicators. You know, I was supposedly learning from the best per this book, you know, per his status and all that good stuff. He's just packaging up indicators that come from the source and reselling them, and I was using them and losing. So that's why I don't like indicators. I've tried it, supposedly learned from the best when it comes to indicators, and I've always found them to lag. I've always noticed, like, I would say, seem like I should be getting in right now, but I don't got the signal. But I really want to go right now, but I don't have a signal. Then you get the signal and go, you're like, okay, go. And then, yeah, you get caught in a pullback because you should have went here on this beautiful hammer up, but you didn't get the signal. And then you wait. By the time the signal kick in, by the time the signal say, oh yeah, we're trending, you jump in here, and well, guess what? You get caught in a pullback and you lose. That's indicator trading. That's what happens when you trade with indicators. So anyway, that's my spiel on indicators. That's why I don't use them. I've tried in the past. I don't even remember most of them that I was using. But yeah, I've tried indicators in the past, and where's my moving average? And it just didn't work out for me. So that's my spiel. And then when I consider the source, I say, yeah, I might not want to mess with indicators. So that's my spiel. Just consider that your enemy may have designed your indicator. Something to think about. And that's why they know exactly where your stops are at. But all right, let's find a setup. So nothing we had yesterday is kicking. So we got to start from scratch. And see if we can find something out here in the market today. Almost already Swiss. The top is Fisher. Let's box it up. We'll come back check later. Don't know what kind of day it's gonna be. Maybe a lot out here, may not. Oh, that's those touches, I guess. I can't really say which one is the top, but that's 3 touches, so I'm gonna take that one. This give me 2 touches if I take this. Oh, this give me 3 touches on the bottom if I take that bottom. So that actually looks pretty accurate. That's pretty good. Coming off the top right now, trend down, trend break, and hopefully we get the retest down here to the new low. If I get a signal candle like this, that's a go. Or like this. So this Audi Swiss has had 2 beautiful signal candles off the bottom. Off the top, this was a monster. You know to go here. And this was a monster too, you know, to go here. So this is worth waiting for. Let's start this up. Kind of early in. This would be, if we come off the bottom, it'll be the 3rd touch. Come off the top, yeah, maybe a little bit more than the 3rd, but off this bottom would be a great touch. Right now, just so you can see this is the 1st entry, 2nd entry short. We could go right now on the 3-minute trade, expecting that we're coming to the bottom of this range. And that's right off the EMA. You would have rather the signal candle to close lower than the one to the left though, but let's keep looking around, see if we can find something else here. Switch. Yeah. That was just an up down. Another up down. Euro yen. Trend down. Let's just turn it back up. Let's just making it down up. Euro dollar. What you got going on today? Hard to say. Looked like it wanted to range, but then it broke lower. Now it's coming back higher. It don't know what it want to do. It don't know what it want to do. The bottom is too off to put it in a range. These top was so choppy. Don't know about you today, Euro USD. Pound all. Look at this beautiful trend, people. That is a trend, my friends. Trend break, retest the new lows. Whew, that's a beautiful run. That's a beautiful run. The pound is weak today against the Audi. Man, it's a nice trend. So many trades in there. Let's get not see how many trades, but let me just show you a few trades here. Okay. I mean, where does this thing start? All right, let's go from this low. I gotta figure out. Somebody told me how to keep this from scrolling. I forgot. But look, first entry, second entry short right there. Take it 3 minutes. 1, 2, 3, you win. Then this is a high. This is a lower high. You take that right there. 1, 2, 3, you win. Then you basically get another one here, but you're too far away from the MA. But at this point, you may say this is a strong trend, and you pull back to the MA right here. You take this one. 1, 2, 3. Then you get a low right here. First entry. Second entry short, you take that right there. 1, 2, 3, that's a win. Roll down, you range for a minute, you make a counter trend breakout. Really didn't counter trend breakout that bad, but if you want to take this one right here, that's another 1, 2, 3. And you get high, push down, lower high. Right here, you take this in a candle, that's another one. 1, 2, 3. Good gracious. This was a beautiful trend down. So that's what second entries will get you right there. That was a whole bunch of second entries, lower highs, inside of a great trend down. We was on pound yen last. So that's it. Everything else is under 92%. Dollar yen. Maybe has some potential, but see what's going on with stocks. Boeing breaking out of an old channel I had. Excuse me, old range I had. Johnson & Johnson. Microsoft. Trend up, trend break, retest new high. Tesla. Trend down, trend break, retest new lows. Made the low, pushed up higher low. This is the 5-minute setup right here. Coming off the top. Look what it did last time. 5 minutes. Let me take it. Why must the signal candle become ginormous? Trend down, trend break. 1, 2, 3 legs down to new low. Only reason I can't take it is because the signal candle, it's just too big. Let's start up, see what happens though. Signal candle just too big. 27 seconds to hold on. What is going on? 18 seconds to hold on, 17 seconds to hold on. I mean, experience is something that you just can't teach. Don't take big signal candles on this setup. Don't take big signal candles on this setup. Experience is just something you can't teach. That would have been a loss. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wow. Alrighty there. So we will be waiting for this Audi Swiss to get to the top of bottom. And so I'm going to lay back down until that happens. I will be back. Okay, so I'm back. So at this point we have a trend down, trend break. We're trying to retest to new lows. So if we get 2 legs down, you know, new lows, that'll put us right in the kill zone. And hopefully we'll be a mile away from the EMA and we'll get the entry. So we're playing the waiting game now. All right, here we come. This was the exact type of candle we needed. See what happened last time. The last 2 times we've been here, beautiful signal candle, beautiful signal candle. We just need one more beautiful signal candle. EMA is a mile away. We need this candle to make it all the way down to the kill zone and then a nice candle up. We are nearly there. A little bit more. Come on. Come on. Almost there. You almost there. Push down first. We want to make it to the kill zone. Always want to make it to the kill zone. We made it. We made it. Now it's time to go. We got another third beautiful hammer up. We got room back to the EMA to act as a magnet. We also got room to the top of this range. We got to go now. Close up, push up, push up, push up, push up, push up, push up. Good close. All right, we're in. This is our 10-minute setup. We have room back to the EMA. Hopefully we're coming to the top of the range. 10 minutes. See some rejection right here, or this could be a breakout. See a lot of rejection. Ooh, it's a very strong breakout candle here. Looks like we got caught in a breakout. And that happens. That happens. Yeah, we traded up into this. So I would expect it to be breaking out the top. Here's the rejection. We need a lot more than that though. That was this is a clean breakout. Now we were talking about breakouts earlier. Now this breakout is clean. You didn't even get the pullback. So this could be just coming off this top. This is a strong trend down. We just got caught in a strong trend, and it happens. It happens. This was a gorgeous signal candle. This was one of the best signal candles I took all week. So sometimes it just, sometimes it don't work out. What I don't like about this signal candle is I like signal candles like this though, where you see the rejection and the body is right on the bottom of the range. I actually don't like when the stem is on the top like this. I like this better. I took it because it looked a lot like this one. I was hoping we was gonna get this action again. We just didn't. Yeah, we just didn't. And that happens. That happens. It's been a great streak. It's been a great streak. I believe it was 11 in a row. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, it's a great streak. Some rejection here. Oops, move the line up. Just barely. But closing your top, closing your top, closing your top. Pretty good close on that candle. This thing still has a lot of room back to the EMA. Major rejection. It's the buyers in this area. Not enough to get it done. This candle was to make a real attempt to get to the top of this range, bottom of this range. I'll be happy. Closing your top, closing your top. Yeah, this was a huge, I got caught in a breakout, boy. So what you would be looking for is a breakout, pull back to the range, and then a signal candle down. That's what you're looking for in this case. So we don't trade the breakout because most of them fail, like this one is failing, but we trade the breakout pullback. So after this pullback, then if you got another signal candle down, you take that. It would be great if this breakout really did fail, like really failed, and we got a humongous candle back up. That'd be great. Nope. A lot of sell pressure. Now we're getting a low pushback, higher low, kind of sort of entry. Be something if this thing pushed up, made it back to the EMA. Go on, test that EMA. You know you want to. Closing your top, closing your top, closing your top. So this is a low, push up, higher low right here. That would be a good look. Close back in the range. This wouldn't be a bad look for 10 minutes. But it also could hit this EMA and bounce right back down and shoot back down. As it's doing. So this could be this is what we talk about with this breakout pullback situation. We broke out, we pulled back. Now this candle could drop back down. Now you take the breakout. Yeah. Now we got a breakout pullback entry. All right, so that's it. That'll wrap up the month. Unfortunately, we had to end it with a loss. Yeah, and see, this is a weak candle, so I wouldn't take that as no breakout pullback, but that's what it looks like. Breakout, pullback, entry. See, if you just take this breakout here, you may have lost, depending on, you know, your time frame and all that kind of good stuff. We are headed up. It's unfortunate that we got caught because I still think this is probably gonna go up. But that's the month. We'll wrap it up. Let's look at the profitability for this last little week. We had a nice little stretch. Let's look at the run we just went on. So yeah, I want to look at my profitability chart since the June 21st. Like I say, it was a great run. 8 days in a row. We got up to 2,500. Then you see the little dip here for the loss today, 2,280. So from Wednesday, June 21st, today is the 30th. That's 9 days. That's $2,200, and we went 11 out of 12 in that time frame, I believe. I can't see here, but let's see. Trading history. 21st, 30th, apply. Yep, look at that. Donut at the end. Ended it with a donut. But yep, we went 12 trades, 92%, $2,200. And it's just 8 days of trading. 9 days of trading. 9 days of trading. I would end it with a donut. But that's the month. We'll wrap it up here. And so, again, you know, hey, every setup don't work. If I was to think about why that setup didn't work, it's just every setup don't work. Sometimes you just get caught in a breakout. We had room. Yeah, let me go look at it again. I mean, yeah, if we look at this, it's doing exactly what we thought. You know, if I had took this low, pushed up this higher low right here, 5 minutes, we'd already won. But yeah. Let's see. Let's look though. We had the trend down, trend break, retest. I mean, oh, let me show you what happened. Because this thing is moving in twos. 1, 2, 2 back. But really what happened here, we had a trend down, trend break, 1, 2 legs down to a new low. Man, now we're getting a high. Push up, pull down, lower high entry. Yeah, that's what happened, people. It made 2 legs down. So I got in on the first push here. Then it made another push. And you get that. You get that a lot of times, because it's the rule of 2. So a lot of times when you get a movement, it's going to be 1, 2. So I got caught. 1, 2, 2 legs down. We just got caught. That's just unfortunate. If this had been a better setup candle, I would have had to go. But yeah, so that's what happened. That's what happened. It's the only reason we lost. We got caught in the 2 legs down. I didn't see that coming though. I didn't see it coming because, you know, we had this beautiful candle off the bottom of the kill zone. So it made me miss that. It made me miss that. Yeah, this beautiful signal candle made me miss that. But that's it. That's why we lost. So I love price action because you can look back and figure out why the trade didn't work, why the setup didn't work. And that's why this setup didn't work, because we needed, it was still making two strong legs down, unfortunately. This thing is making a very nice push off the EMA. Look at that signal candle. Oh, no. There's too much going on. You're going to go from a hammer to a fall, back to a hammer. All right. So anyway, that'll wrap it up and for the month. And we'll come back and do it again. Probably tomorrow. All right. So please like, share, subscribe, and we'll catch you on the next one. Yeah, that was a good, I had a feeling that looked pretty official right there. Yep, so we'll catch you on the next one. As always, my name is JD. And as always, I wish you increase on the sudden. Hey, have a great weekend. Have a happy 4th of July next week. And we'll come back and do it next week. I don't know how it's going to work with the holidays and everything, because, you know, Monday is kind of being considered a holiday too, Monday and Tuesday. I don't know how that's going to work, but we'll trade when we can. So, hey, everybody take care and have a great holiday. Bye-bye.
We would like to thank you for tuning in to another Increase episode with JD. If you want to learn how to price action trade, please visit www.jdhyder.com and you will find his brand new course, IOTS, Price Action Trading System. We thank you again, and as always, we wish you increase on the sudden.